This is Dear Esther. And this is the hour of the wolf, so I must be quiet. So, start at the beginning, I guess.
Dear Esther, the morning after I was washed ashore, salt in my ears, sand in my mouth, and the waves always at my ankles, I felt as though everything had conspired to this one last shipwreck. I remembered nothing but water, stones in my belly and my shoes, threatening to drag me under to where only the most listless of creatures swim.
Wow. Very atmospheric. And I'm seamlessly into the game. I just touched my mouse and it seems I'm stranded on this beach. Is that my boat? Very, very haunting. I'm playing this late at night. 3 in the morning actually. Hour of the Wolf. And oh, my torch came on automatically. Can zoom in. It's like a stalker or something. Hebridean history. Oh yes, of course we're in the Hebrides Islands. Kettle. How do I do anything? Not sure. I think it's more like... Oh, interesting. Is that alcohol? I think it is. I did chemistry at school. I might even remember some of it. So, I first heard of the Hour of the Wolf in Babylon 5, which is a brilliant series. It's the hour when... Oh, look at that. The paint is fluorescent. And the wind is howling. Yeah, it's the hour when it's very quiet, you're all alone, and all the problems in the world seem impossible and stuff like that, and it's just a gloomy time of nightmares and sweatiness. But for me, the early evening has always been very restful. People leave me alone and I can play games. What really intrigued me about this game is how much it suited that time frame, that mood. This is 3 in the morning, as far as I'm concerned. Can I make it across that? Just barely. I had no idea where I'm going, but there's a path here.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
It's like he's reading entries from a diary, or just his... Is that the player character recalling his... what he knows? What's that? See that flashing? Is that That looks very regular. And it stopped. Very interesting. Really, just makes you... It's a very different experience. This is what I keep hearing in reviews I've seen of this game, is that it's not much of a traditional game. Look at this. So this won't be much of a traditional video. It's going to be rather slow. Wow. This is gorgeous. It's only in the... Oh god, no! Oh. Slipped. This guy's a bit more agile than me. That would have broken my legs. Look at this place. The lighthouse I came from. It's windy. I wonder if there's time progression. If it's going to actually change the position of the sun. I guess this is the early morning. It looks like morning. What's this? So it was a shopping trolley. It's a piece of a shopping trolley. Shopping trolleys always get abandoned. Places like this. What was that? Seems to be some kind of cages, containers. Yeah, look, it's got a cage lid. It's like they were capturing crabs or something. Or letting them go. Why would they do that? Let's see if I can wade. I can. But I think I want to take this path back up. Musical cues.
When you were born, your mother told me, a hush fell over the delivery room. A great red birthmark covered the left side of your face. No one knew what to say, so you cried to fill the vacuum. I always admired you for that you cried to fill whatever vacuum you found. I began to manufacture vacuums, just to enable you to deploy your talent. The birthmark faded by the time you were 6, and had gone completely by the time we met, but your fascination with the empty and its cure remained.
I'm a bit lost on this plot, but I'm kind of too distracted by the world to really pay attention to this dialogue, which is...
Donnelly's book had not been taken out from the library since 1974. I decided it would never be missed as I slipped it under my coat and avoided the librarian's gaze on the way out. If the subject matter is obscure, the writer's literary style is even more so. It is not the text of a stable or trustworthy reporter. Perhaps it is fitting that my only companion in these last days should be a stolen book written by a dying man.
Okay, I understand now. There's a reason it seems opaque to me. Because it's supposed to. Fortunately, it's being narrated by a very excellent...
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boat, and know to send aid, or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
The infection. Is that the lines, the horizontal cuts there? Not really sure. I think that must be it, because it's exposing chalk. Chalk which is deposited by millions of years of fossils. That's right. Something like that. Look at this dead tree stump. Yeah, that's a dead tree stump, alright. What's over here? I saw these stones. Look at that. Oh, look at that stream, isn't that nice? Let's go down and take a look.
They were God-fearing people, those shepherds. There was no love in the relationship. Donnelly tells me that they had one Bible that was passed around in strict rotation. It was stolen by a visiting monk in 1776, 2 years before the island was abandoned altogether. In the interim, I wonder, Did they assign chapter and verse to the stones and grasses, marking the geography with a superimposed significance that they could actually walk the Bible and inhabit its contradiction?
Inhabit its contradiction. Interesting. Yeah, I see that stone up there, which is like these ones along here. What's that? Is that a ship? It's another ship. Is there light in there? Is that what I saw? From up there? See, I know this. I kind of know this is linear, but I don't feel like it's linear. I feel like I'm
Dear
just...
Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
How do I get across here? Is this shallow enough? I hear a radio. Thought it was growling for a second. I like the way you can't just go straight to it, you gotta find the way around.
I find myself increasingly unable to find that point where the hermit ends and Paul and I begin. We are woven into a sodden blanket, stuffed into the bottom of a boat to stop the leak and hold back the ocean. My neck aches from staring up at the aerial. It mirrors the dull throb in my gut where I am sure I've begun to form another stone. In my dreams, it forms into a perfect representation of Lot's wife, head over her shoulder, staring along the motorway at the approaching traffic in a vacuum of fatalistic calm.
What the fuck is that? Is that a lobster? Ooh. Pages. Can I pick them up? Just a quick look at the controls, and there's no, nothing to actually interact other than just looking around. And again, chemical diagram. You can see the three-dimensional structure indicated by the arrows leading out from the the hydrogens at the bottom, and the dotted lines on the side indicates some coming towards, some coming away, making it clear that this is not a flat molecule. The OH there, and it looks just like a sugar. Take that and replace the OH with an H, and you've got glucose, I think. Or sucrose, probably. Maybe. No, wait, that would be an oil. I'm totally wrong about everything. Sucrose is a ring of carbon. What we're seeing here is, if it was just the H and not the OH, it would be ethane, I think. So this is ethanol, which is alcohol, of course. This unsolicited, half-remembered chemistry lesson was brought to you by Jim Plays Games. What's this? Fish. And bread. It can't have been... Why is it... Clothes. They're not moth-eaten. This is all fresh. Again, another paint canister with... He's painting luminous paint everywhere. He's leaving this trail. It can't have been that long ago. Who is this crazy man? Crash landed on an island inhabited only by me, moss, trees, and a crazy man. Fuck. Scary noise. Right, let's see if I can get across here. Yep, just about. Oh, come on. There we go. Little bird. Move. Come on. There we go. I've got to do this, have I? Fucking hell. What if I can do this without drowning? I should save. There's this boat. I wonder if you can die in this, I'm not sure. I think that's the... Oh god, no! What the fuck?
Come back.
Oh. What? Oh. I reached a checkpoint. Okay. That's funny. Okay, I can't go out that way that directly, so... Can I jump up here? Yes, there we go. Come on. Oh. It's a bit fiddly, there's no actual jump button. But... It's obviously a way up there. Maybe. I don't know. Confused. What's that? What's that splashing? Is that a fish? Don't see anything. Huh. Not sure where I'm supposed to go. This way? No. We're stuck in Dear Esther. Maybe this. Wait a minute. Seems to be some kind of... I found some kind of way out of here. But I still can't get no relief. But I see a radio tower. Something like that. In the distance there.
I dreamt I stood in the centre of the sun, and the solar radiation cooked my heart from the inside.
Fuck.
My teeth will curl, and my fingernails fall off into my pockets like loose change. If I could stomach, I'd eat, but all I seem capable of is salt water. Were the livestock still here, I could turn feral and gorge. I'm as emaciated as a body on a slab, opened up for a premature source of death. I've rowed to this island in a heart without a bottom, all the bacteria of my gut rising up to sing to me.
Ugh. What a poetic way to describe vomiting. It seems I'm at these stones, which I saw from up there. And this... Oh, it's a book. It's a Bible, I think. More molecules. Definitely don't know that one, but it looks complicated. I think those are carbon rings. That ring there and there. Carbon ring is connected by... Is that nitrogen? I don't know. Guy's mad. Mad chemist. What's this? Oh, it's just the stones. Now, which way? It's very spooky. What the fuck would you do, man? Trapped on this fucking island. Just... There's only one possible path to walk down. And who knows? Oh god, fucking shit. Oh. Whoa.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Seems there's another abandoned boat. So where are all the people? I guess they just must have been rescued and they left these ships behind. What's that? Piece of metal. Like a barrel or something. Crate of some kind. Lots of cargo just strewn about. How'd it get up here? I guess the tides came in, the tides came out. So did this boat. Look at this. That. It's a defibrillator. Defibrillator, I think. If I can get up on here. No. Can't get up. I see another thing flashing in the distance. Did you see that? Of course you see that, if you're looking. Oh, what's this?
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Yes. What could this mean? More of these other kinds of symbols, which are incomprehensible to me. Give me the chemistry. It's got a chance there. Another boat. Where now? I think it's a very interesting experiment to, rather than give you a game, just give you an environment and a narrated story. You know, it's like you can ask yourself things like, is a game art? But sometimes you have to ask yourself, is this game a game? And that's I think it's great when things challenge our preconceptions of what a form is. And
An imagined answer phone message. The tires are flat, the wheel spins loosely, and the brake fluid has run like ink over this map, staining the landmarks and rendering the coastline mute, compromised. Where you saw galaxies, I saw only bruises cut into the cliff by my lack of sobriety.
what was I saying before that? Yeah. I don't know much about the Hebridean Islands, but... well, nothing. I'm going up again now. This should be boring, but it's not. I don't know how boring it'll be to watch. Obviously, I'll be cutting some of it. It's a pointless thing to say, because you know that, because you've seen it already. Probably. Unless I'm feeling particularly cruel. Which I'm not. This game is really... see, is it even a game? Interactive experience of walking about. It's funny. I know people have called Morrowind a walking simulator. Now I'm literally playing a walking simulator. But I like going for walks. Even down spooky valleys. Have I been this way? I'm coming back the way I came, aren't I? Why is there no map, damn it? This is stupid. Now that is a nice English sky. It's a really brilliant sky actually. I've not seen a sky like this in a game before. I mean, it looks real. You know, if you play a game like Skyrim or Oblivion, it's totally unreal. And it's supposed to be. But you get so used to the bullshit that you forget how beautiful the normal sky really is. Oh, don't I sound sappy? I got here before. What did I do wrong? Oh. Gotta do that. I'm so stupid. I think. Or is this the way I came from? Oh, for fuck's sake.
I had kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Yeah, I got a bit lost. I realised I doubled back on myself without realising. I'd be so totally dead in this place. Okay, now I've got a winding path. Which way should I take? High ground. Can see more. That's good, isn't it? It is great. Look at all the detail, man. Look at the flowers, the pretty flowers. But you can't pick them. I'm not gonna make healing potions out of this stuff. Fucking dandelions and shit like that. Buttercups. You know, that stupid myth where if you hold one of these buttercup things under your chin, you can tell if you like butter or not.
I've begun my ascent on the windless slope of the western side. The setting sun was an inflamed eye squeezing shut against the light shone in by the doctors. My neck is aching through constantly craning my head up to track the light of the aerial. I must look downwards, follow the path under the island to a new beginning.
A kidney bowl with surgical tools in it. He stopped here to bandage his wounds. Huh. Interesting. So it's a setting sun after all. Because I can't read a sunset or a sun thing. Sunrise, that's the chap. Obviously I'm going for that signal tower. I like this path. A path! With these logs denoting the way. It seems pretty cool.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalised into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
That sucks, man. Poor bastard just wanted to...
3 cormorants seen at dusk. They did not land. His house built of stone, built by a long-dead shepherd. Contents: my camp bed, a stove, a table, chairs, my clothes, my books. The caves that score out the belly of this island, leaving it famished. My limbs and belly famished. This skin, these organs, this failing eyesight. When the battery runs out in my torch, I will descend into the caves and follow only the phosphorescence home.
These ultrasounds of these eggs. Tin can. So what was I saying? Abandoned sleeping area. Guy just wanted to own some shit, do his shepherding stuff, get a wife and get laid. But then he died of a goat disease. What a fucking way to go. And look, he's burning his books. What the fuck? Did I just hear? That was weird. He's burning his books. Is that just because he's that desperate for fuel? Look at all these empty tin cans. He's obviously not here, so he must have moved on. Whoever was staying there, I mean, not the goat death guy. Look at this more phosphorescence. Didn't check this out, did I? Nothing too much interest in here, though. You ever done this? Just walking about, just find a little abandoned place and walked into it? I haven't. Some people have. Urbex, they call it. Urban exploration. What's that? Get the torchlight out. I can't read it. It's another molecule. I don't know what that is. That doesn't even look real. Yeah. It's like this, like, whole fad, not fad, but, you know, phenomenon called urban exploration, and people go into caves and, well, not caves so much, that's not urban, but, you know, like abandoned buildings, and factories and things. It's pretty cool, and this is like the geek, the computer geek version of that. I had something really interesting from Will Wheaton the other day. Not personally, just when he was like on a show. He was saying how, you know, it doesn't matter what you're a nerd for. You know, if you're a nerd for computer games, or for movies, or for food, or for anything, you know, for sport, or for...
He left his body to the medical school and was duly opened out for a crowd of students 21 days after his passing. The report is included in my edition of his book. The syphilis had torn through his guts like a drunk driver, scrambling his organs like eggs on a plate. But enough definition remained for a cursory examination, and, as I suspected, they found clear evidence of kidney stones. He's likely to have spent the last years of his life in considerable pain. Perhaps this is the root of his laudanum habit. Although its use makes him an unreliable witness, I find myself increasingly drawn into his orbit.
Yeah, like
They
fucking
found
remember.
Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose.
Oof.
He'd struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot, but he is proving an unreliable witness.
Great, let's go find a dead body. It's not gloomy enough. I wonder if there'll be ghosts. I'll be pissed off if there's ghosts. The ship's
Climbing
mast
down to the caves,
is around
I
its-
slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
There's a lit candle here. This can't be that old. Whoa. Okay. Let's just go down the damn Rancor pit. What'd I do? Oh.
Donnelly's addiction is my one true constant. Even though I wake in false dawns and find the landscape changing, flowing inconstantly through my tears, I know his reaching is always upon me.
Ugh, that's trippy. Fuck, man. Look at this place. I feel like that's gonna fall on top of me. Bioluminescence. Perhaps. Some bacteria that can do the opposite of photosynthesis. Turn energy, food energy, into light energy. Splotches of bacteria there. Living light bulbs. Mushrooms, of course. Astonishing.
I first saw him sat by the side of the road. I was waiting for you to be cut out of the wreckage. The car looked like it had been dropped from a great height. The guts of the engine spilled over the tarmac, like water underground.
As someone once said, whoa. Now this looks like some kind of circuit diagram or something. There's another molecule. Carbon ring or a benzene ring. Is that an ammonia group? I don't know. It's been a while. That's just drivel. Or something I don't understand. Same thing, really. Splotches on the floor. Now that's interesting. That is a nerve cell. The axon and dendrite. Can't remember which one is which, but one's the beginning, one's the end. See, that's where the middle is where the actual cell structure is, and this is just a nerve fibre snaking out. They can go, well, as far as nerves go, all the way through your body. Don't know. Just went for a nice tour. Is this the right way? Or is this the way I came? Don't think it is. This one is green. This might actually be the way I came from, actually. Maybe it is. But look what I found. Looks like I've lost my one piece of equipment. And I walked back to where I started from. Yeah, I think I'm going the right way now. Yes, definitely. Look at that. Fucking hell. That's incredible. I really like that. What am I supposed to do? Just jump? Yes! Ah, my hair's wet. Oh, I'm covered in water. Yeah, just climb up this slippery slope of rocks and mud through a waterfall. That's totally realistic. You need to slip a little, like, There's such a limited range of moves, he can't even trip. Again, up the fucking rocky stream. Is that sunlight or just weird light? Yeah, you would totally slip off this and fall down to your death. Crack your head open on something. It'd be terrible. There'd be blood coming out your face and beard growing and stuff. Yeah, Pack Billy. I'm ripping off Pack Billy. Yeah, it's okay because I said I did it. Hi. Blood coming out of your face and oh no. With lasers, bioluminescence, narrow walls that will crush me and oh yeah. Head's gonna turn into a baked bean. You know. Stuff and things. Oh, I'm ducking. I didn't mean to, but the mushrooms made me duck. Why would you do this? Why would you walk into this endless fucking cave system? I mean, imagine how fucking mentally freaked out you would be if you were just doing this. It's like mental. It's totally terrifying. Look at this place. This is not a place.
I'm traversing my own death throes.
Yeah.
The infection in my leg is an oil rig that dredges black muck up from deep inside my bones. I swallow fistfuls of diazepam and paracetamol to stay conscious. The pain flows through me like an underground sea.
More chemistry. Don't know. I'm a doctor, not a chemist. And you're a doctor and you don't know the chemical equation for alcohol? Yes. You're incompetent. Crystals. Glowing crystals. Interesting. Always forget which ones are which. You know what I'm talking about. Look at this. This belongs in a museum. Or my pockets. I wonder if they're diamonds. I doubt it. Those have been mined out a long time ago. What the fuck are they then? Polystyrene blocks? More circuit diagrams? Oh. Ah. Can I get over? Yeah. Huh. I think that's part of a circuit diagram, but I don't remember what. Alcohol again. No fucking idea. Looks like I just went in a big damn circle. It's annoying. I suppose exploration and finding, looking at stuff is the point of this game. Guess I should go up here instead. I just knew I couldn't do a complete commentary for this game. I had a nerve. I just felt like playing it and thought I'd record what I was thinking as I played it. It wasn't really a seriously well thought out idea. Look at this. Bizarre. Can I get up here? No.
I will hold the hand you offered to me, from the summit down to this well, into the dark waters where the small flowers creep for the sun. Headlights are reflected in your retinas, moonlit in the shadow of the crematorium chimney.
Whoa. Behold, Damascus is taken. What the fuck, man? Blending together these cell pictures with chemical equations and circuit diagrams. Like it's all the same to him. Damascus. Damascus. 220. Looks backwards. Away from being what? A backwards PKY. Apkey. What? I don't know what that says. That's annoying. Away? No. A gay. Where's it being a gay? Is that what it says? Weird. What's that? Woo shall be ruinous head. What? This guy's going mental. Yeah, he's been drawing chemical equations, nerves, cells, and fucking, chemical equations on the walls and circuit diagrams. One of the things I already said once. And now you're realizing he's crazy because he said a sentence that doesn't make sense? Yeah. Of course. So, this game is weird. I don't know whether to recommend it or not. Because it's just weird. Oh no, I'm gonna drown. It's got a drowning water level. Yay, I love water levels. Yeah, it might be the kind of game you can get more out of just watching, I don't know. It is nice to be able to explore and look around. Even though it is pretty linear. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do here, eh? Walk around it? No, I'm supposed to fall. Oh dear, I'm dead. Where am I? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's a motorway underwater. What the fuck was it? This is fucked up. This is terrible. The whole planet is flooded. No. By the whole planet, I of course mean the M25. Because by this date, that's all. The only thing that will be left. Just the M25. And cars. I fell that way. I had a terrible nightmare about motorways. I can't get out. Get me out of the pool. Give me a ladder, I don't want to drown. Ah, here we go. Oh, my finger's getting tired from holding W. Should be like Elder Scrolls games where you have a button just to keep moving forward. I could have set up a macro or something if I really cared. I've seen the light. What light? It's like that scene in that movie. Alright then. That was weird. Transitional. Oh my. Look at the moon. It's so unrealistic. Just a shame. Oh, dream. Dream? Did I say dream? I mean tent. Can't look inside, I guess. Barrels. Nice music in this game. It's getting...
The moon over the Sanford Junction, headlights in your retinas. Donnelly drove a grey hatchback without a bottom. All the creatures of the tarmac rose to sing to him. All manner of symbols crudely scrawled across the cliff face of my unrest. My life reduced to an electrical diagram. All my gulls have taken flight. They will no longer roost on these outcrops. The lure of the moon over the Sanford Junction is too strong.
What the fuck, man? What are you on about? Not even really listening. It's a nice counterpoint to the backgrounds. Oh, look at the sky. Man, this is pretty.
We shall begin to assemble our own version of the North Shore. We will scrawl in dead languages and electrical diagrams and hide them away for future theologians to muse and marvel. We will send a letter to Esther Donnelly and demand her answer. We will mix the paint with ashes and tarmac and the glow from our infections. We will paint a moon over the Sanford Junction and blue lights falling like stars along the hard shoulder.
Drugs, surgery, bandages, syringe, defibrillator, candles. This today was your inventory or something. You can't pick up. I never hear the word inventory outside of games. You know, you're just walking down the street next to your mate and you just say, "What's in your bag?" You don't say, "What does your inventory consist of?" Do you want to share inventory? You know, it doesn't happen. Now, why am I following these candles? Pretty light. Follow the pretty light. Ow, I burned my foot. I burned my foot. Isn't this where I came? Oh look, there's that radio tower thing. I need to get to that. The beacon. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Am I? No, I came from up there. This is the right way, maybe. For some reason, this reminds me of when I went to a party, some might say a rave, near the Humber Bridge in Hull while I was at university. There's no reason this should remind me of that, but it does. Looking at that kind of overhang there made me think of something, I don't know why. But that was fun. It ran from about sunset till sunrise. It was great fun. There was a van with music. Oh my god. Look what he's done. Or is that those lines on the chalk on the wall, on the thing for everyone who's died? It's probably that. So yeah, that was university. Lots of fun and dancing and drinking and other stuff. Not sure where to go. In this game or in life. Curious about that though. Follow your curiosity. Seems to be the ethic of this game. Is that moon actually descending? Can't tell. Again with the circuit diagrams. Well, I got lost and walked in a big circle again. But, you know, even in a game with no conflict, I managed to lose. Oh, I see, I followed these backwards, didn't I? I should have just kept going that way. Yeah. Oh well. Even though the radio tower's over there. No, maybe I'm totally wrong. In any event, I'm going to leave it there for now. Probably for good. Didn't want to play this whole thing, I just thought I'd share my first look at it. Don't know if this is going to come out decent in any way, but we'll see. Ooh. Yeah, so this is Dear Esther. Very strange game. And I guess if you want to see the ending, you'll just have to buy it and play it. Or just watch someone else's Let's Play. See you next time.